Hi, you guys. This is your boy Amar. I'm still here at Wayne, the PL Elite, aka Police Athletic Elite Center, New Jersey. I'm sitting next to a unsung hero in the comics industry. He's one of the baddest motherfuckers on the scene. Yes, I said it, and he heard it too, and his wife heard it too. Yes, one of the baddest motherfuckers on the scene. His artwork is truly amazing. I mean, I can't really give a proper description of it to give the man justice. I mean, it's amazing. If you just look for him and look for his work online, you're in for an amazing treat. So, without further ado, I'm here with the legendary, the Stormbreaker, the one and only Rudy.
Nebres.
How you doing, Rudy?
I'm okay. I'm good.
I see why. You have your wife by you.
Yes, she's always with me. And,
That,
as if I'm not alive, if she's not with me. She's always with me. So,
yeah, she makes life better for you
yes, definitely.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. Uh,
We are very close to each other.
I know. She, like you said, she's always by your side.
Yeah. With my two kids, I got two boys at home. Yeah. And two grandchildren, I should say.
Yeah, he has a lot of grandkids. Shows more than one, more than two, more than three.
No, only two.
All right, but now,
Boy and a girl.
all right, but now we got to get on to the great stuff. Um, who inspired you to become a comic book artist?
Say that again.
When did he start becoming a comic book artist?
Oh, well, I'm still in high school. Yeah, I'm still in high school when I dream of to be an artist. Nag-start. Oh my God, this is the thing that I forgot already.
All right, so you started in high school. That's cool, man.
Yeah,
I'm looking at your artwork here, your portfolio, even your colored work. Your your artwork is on point. It's really fucking dynamic, and I have to say it like that. It's really dynamic and it's amazing.
thank you. But this is what I am very particular with. My job, that I want to be to impress at least people.
I'm sure you impressed more than a few people. You impressed a lot of people. This is some really amazing stuff. Um, you got some space fantasy. You have sword and sorcery. You have Phantom. You have some Superman. You have some Batman. You have some X-Men. You really do amazing stuff, man. And and here's the funny. This is my first time actually meeting you. This is my first time also hearing about you because when I was online looking for your artwork, I couldn't find anything. But now that I'm with you and I see your work, it's mind blowing. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Like everything you draw with reality. Everything has the real touch. It's organic. It's natural.
Yeah, because one particular thing that I want to be in my drawing is to look good for for the people who wants it.
You do more than look at you. Look, your stuff is fucking amazing, man. I know you're trying to be modest. I get it. I get it because the wife's here. You got to be modest. But this stuff is amazing, man. It really is. Truly, it is.
What will I say?
I mean, it is. So, um, have you ever had any hard art assignments? Any hard art jobs?
Hard. What is that again?
Like difficult jobs, like
Oh yeah, yeah. you know, as much as possible, I'm getting away from this drawing that's a lot of robots, you know, especially nowadays. Most of the characters are robot. Most of them are robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I like is type of more realistic in life, like Conan, down to earth the stories, something like that. And I'm still trying to evade this medieval medieval drawing. It's hard. It's hard. I can do it, but
You
it's
do more
hard.
than do. You get it done. You
Yeah,
complete the work. That's the
but
truth.
the most that I don't like is the robots, the metal, it's something like that.
Wait, were you part of the Philippine wave when, for example, back in the 70s and 80s, a lot of Filipino artists were coming to America, and they worked on a lot of the Marvel and DC books and the Transformers cartoon?
Say that again. I don't.
All right. There was a wave back in the 70s and 80s of Filipino comic book artists coming to America. They worked on a lot of the DC comics, the Marvel comics, and also some of the cartoons like Transformers, the cartoon.
Yes,
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So I see your color work is right here. Is that watercolor or is that acrylic paint?
this is a combination of watercolor, color pencil, and yeah, the one that you mentioned, water paint. Mostly a color. This one is a watercolor.
Oh man, I gotta take my lessons from you, man. I do watercolor myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I tell this to everybody, but here's the thing. I love watercolor. I'm in love with it. I'm addicted to
Well,
it.
the hardest media is watercolor.
Really? Why?
Yeah, because once you apply it, that's it. You cannot erase. You cannot. You cannot even play around with the watercolor. Not like the using oil paint
Or
that you
acrylic.
could. Yeah, or acrylic is harder than paint painting or something like that. By using paint and acrylic, I rather use paint, regular paint than acrylic. Acrylic is hard because it dries right away. You cannot change it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I have that issue too. That's why I stick to watercolor. I love watercolor because to me, no, not because it's the hardest medium. It's because I feel watercolor is magical. It's not the completed product that I get excited about. It's the process from point A to point Z.
Well, as a matter of fact, if I'm using watercolor, hit and miss. Most of the time, hit and miss because if I cannot get the right color that I want, I easily get bored and quit the job.
You got to start again from the beginning, and that has happened to me many times where I started working on a watercolor painting, and then I make one little mistake. I rip the paper to pieces.
That is what I mean. Uh, it is like what I said. For me, it is the hardest media in coloring, watercolor. Yes, it's especially if you are not getting the right and something like expensive color, expensive quality of color.
And
Oh my God!
and the thing is that if you're going to use it, you have to be careful how you mix the colors.
Yes.
And if you don't mix everything properly, you're screwed.
Oh yeah, definitely. You'll be.
So
That's why I'm saying that this is the hardest media in coloring, watercolor.
so you know.
I am enjoying it.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you because you learn as
Yeah.
you go. You make mistakes, and watercolor, like I said, it's magical. I love it. I'm in love with it, like a fat boy loves cake. So you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah. So you are an artist too.
Yes, I am. I will bring some of my artwork tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
I'm glad to see that.
yeah, because I have to bust out three pieces tonight, and I have to have it ready for tomorrow morning.
Is it in watercolor? Is it?
Yes,
Yeah, I want to see it because
I'm not as good as you. There's no way in hell I can hold a candle to you, and I'm not gonna try.
this is what we said the hit and miss style. My God, look at that.
I make a lot of mistakes, and I do miss a lot on watercolor. I mean, your stuff is phenomenal,
Thank you.
and I'm surprised you don't have like a an online school for this, because this is what you do is great stuff.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. But it will look better if you really know how to use this what do you call this color because I love watercolor too.
See,
Look at this, like I said, hit
yeah,
and miss.
we know the struggle with watercolor. You have some fantastic pieces right here. Um, you have Daredevil. Oh wait, you got. All right, let's look.
Not that much. Yeah.
All right, so.
That is a color pencil.
Oh wow,
Yeah, that's a color pencil.
how the hell do you do it, man? I I have trouble with color pencil. Well, I don't like color pencil anyway, but I love my watercolor.
This is watercolor.
Oh man, that store is amazing. This store is beautiful, man. Guys, it's so beautiful. Beautiful Thor.
Yeah,
You got Superman in here.
yeah.
You got bats. Uh,
This is color pencil.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that means just color pencil.
Wow, you really know your stuff. So who's this gentleman here with the crow?
This is
Oh, this is the crow comic book character.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Wow, he does a nice rendition of the crow. That's amazing stuff, man. I really love that. And let's see, you got Deadpool in here. His
That
de-
is a watercolor. A cheap water. That's the problem. I don't use a very expensive watercolor.
I do, unfortunately. I use the expensive stuff. Wow, your stuff is really. Oh, you got Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
This is my
Kenshiro.
first job, initial job from Marvel when I worked for Marvel. As a matter of fact, when I started doing this, I'm still in the country, and then Marvel said the ballpen of Marvel said that why not come over here? We're spending a lot of money in in mailing things. We're going to sponsor you. That's what they said. And I said, I'm not refusing the offer. I like the offer, but for the meantime, I will say no because my wife is still, you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I really want to come. But I want to see to it that when I go there with the whole family,
Right.
yeah,
And this is another watercolor piece too, correct?
yeah, darn.
Yeah, she's the most popular superhero in all of the Philippines.
Thank you.
Number one superhero. Number
Oh,
one.
that one there.
See, I have trouble creating flesh tones because my problem is I don't know how to mix the color properly. You know, I'll put a little bit of yellow ochre, a little bit of red, a little bit of photo blue.
I told you, this is hit and miss. Okay.
Exactly. And oh wow, Electra. Wow,
Electra, yeah.
nice. And Green Lantern. You got the Hulk. And I don't know who's this gentleman here. Oh wow, you got Spider Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
Wow, man.
I'm selling a lot of those already. I sold a lot of this already. This
This
is only,
this is one hell of a beautiful Spider Man piece. It's really amazing. Wow, that's nice, man. You got the Thor again. You got the Hulk. You got Batwoman.
this is was drawing, not called was.
Which one?
wash drawing. You know the gray, using the gray.
Oh, you mean the tonal drawing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't really do tonal drawings, but I'm sure you could teach a great lesson on it. You got the Silver Surfer.
No, as long as you know your anatomy, as long as you know the muscle where the muscle is, you can do that, no problem. The only thing is the one that you're mentioning, the mixing of color.
Yeah. Wow. Man, this is some amazing stuff. Thank you, Rudy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Don't worry, the man didn't show up empty-handed. He has more amazing stuff. You should look at his pen and ink work and pencil work. It's dynamic. You got Sheena. Is this Sheena, Queen of the Jungle?
No, this is not Cena. This could be anybody.
All right.
Yeah, and this is Doctor Strange. Most of most of the character here, I
Dudes,
did when
his stuff is on point. Dynamic anatomy. Wow.
now what I am maintaining to my in my drawing is the detail. Yeah, because I wanted that that will be my trademark.
Man, you tell stories without using words. This is amazing stuff, man.
Oh, thank you.
It really is. Not many artists nowadays they do stuff dynamic like this. All the line work is crisp. It's on point.
Detailed, yeah.
Well detailed. It's I won't say it's like Frank Frazetta because you do your own thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but this is dynamic stuff, man. You know, people can see the muscles, they can recognize them. This is great stuff. I really like this fairy queen right here. She's really amazing. Wow, I don't even draw dynamic stuff like this, but I'm trying my best to learn.
You will learn.
Yeah,
As
but
long as you have the inclination already, you have the knowledge, a little of that knowledge. All you have to do is to practice a lot.
and you do a lot of practicing. Wow.
Now, when it comes to this, particularly like if you want, if if you're if somebody asks you to draw a tiger, a lion, or whatever, you have to be precise, definite to the to the object because it has to look. If it is tiger, tiger. Yeah, you have to support yourself as much as possible with a picture for guidance. Because if it won't appear like a tiger, it's no good. It's not be. I mean, that is my theory in drawing. It has to be, if it's tiger or a lion, to be a lion or a tiger looking. Because this is my first mistake when I was studying.
Yeah.
You will just create your vision in no, you have to have a real picture to guide yourself.
Man, let's see another piece you did, the pen and ink here, the pencil work. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It really is. This Space Queen, um, she's absolutely gorgeous, and the tiger is gorgeous too.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, that is what I am. Even even when I'm studying, I said I want to go to the section of to be an artist in comics. One I learned from my professor is this: if you are going to go in comics, comics mostly deal with human figure.
Right.
You have to be particular with that thing. You know, you have to improve your anatomy. Otherwise,
I can tell you really like cats a lot.
yeah,
You like your lions, you like your tigers.
yeah. Because sometimes even I know how to draw. I know even I have proper, reference for one particular like line. Sometimes I cannot get it right, and and it served like a challenge to me. I have to prove to myself this is a lion, even just to myself, not judging my, from people, not to get the judgment of people. This has to be to look a tiger or a lion.
So
That is one thing I keep to myself.
one of the things that's driving me crazy right now is like, are you working on any comic books right now?
No, not anymore.
Why not?
Well, number one, I have to be true with this. I am avoiding deadlines. Deadline is the one that will kill me. Yes, because one time when I was working in Marvel, I am really loaded with job. Loaded means I am doing, for example, I'm doing Doctor Strange right now. Here comes somebody, Rudy, you have to do cover for this and for that. It needs to be handed in 1 week. No, I cannot, I cannot do that.
Before you can do it.
Well, I improve my speed already, but it doesn't work.
Even though they say do it in 1 week, you can't really do it because if you do it in 1 week, you're gonna get burned out quickly.
Oh yeah. Imagine I am doing 64 pages a month during those time. Okay, I'm still young that I have that speed, still that speed. I'm using brass during those time, and using brass, it's not a joke because if you use brass, you have to have that what they call this
The touch.
no the no the control
Oh
on the
yeah.
brush. Yeah, otherwise you cannot get mommy. Will you get a page of Conan, mommy, that I work on brush before I don't use any pen. Okay, all in brush. Even when I was in the Philippines, all Filipino artists are using brush.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't use brush to ink at all because it just makes no sense to me. The only thing the brush does is just that it makes the work look soft and nice.
Nice, yeah, soft and nice, and the line you can make it soft. Now I will show you. Now later on I switch on pen. These are all done in pen. These are all done in pen. These are all pen, my friend. Okay. The only brush here is when there is a solid
Daddy, to
solid black.
is this the one?
Then the brush yan, mami.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
Wala pen lahat yan eh. Yung binibili ni yung binibili ni
Don't worry, the hour is coming.
Yeah.
Just be patient.
I'm not using I'm not using pen before at all. Like what you said, you're true that when you look at the drawing that is done by brass, it's soft looking style, something like that. Yeah, I lose the grief of using brass later on because I'm aging. I cannot I cannot deny this. I'm aging. I'm losing that. Plus, I'm slowing down a lot.
It's not just slowing down. It's like you said before. When you started when you're young, you can't draw fast. You have to take your time because if you don't take your time, you're going to make mistakes.
Well, I don't feel it like that. Okay. When I'm new in the business drawing, I am really particular in things like to be precise on the thing that I'm doing. Like my anatomy, for example, I'm very particular in anatomy because I want to have my own style. way back in the Philippines, okay, this comics is a major business to help the economy, okay? So now if you're in the in the business and you're doing comics, you have to challenge yourself to make money, and most of the artists there, this is a shame to say that they're doing a mass production to make more money. What they are what they are missing is the quality of the drawing, because they want speed. What they want is to make money, and I didn't go with them. All right, because my intention is this. I'm still studying on that thing. While I am doing comics, I consider myself I am practicing and getting to the right, to the right. What? How do you call this?
You're practicing to develop yourself to make yourself better.
Better, yeah, yeah. Now, a friend of mine asked me, Rudy, why not go with the current that make a lot of money, because they're making a lot of money by doing this mass production, and they are accepted by the publication. That is one thing wrong with that. I said because I am still studying right now. When are you going to do this? Do mass production? Probably if I will get the right rate, joke, the right rate. You know, what I mean is this. While while I'm doing comics, I am practicing, I am learning, I am improving my speed, but with quality works.
And truthfully, everything you've drawn here, it's all quality. It's a hundred. It's a million percent quality. Not
And they ask me, when is this gonna be? Probably when I'm in state, because the what do you call this? The money here is a little bit higher than what we have there in the Philippines.
the Philippines has the peso.
Yeah, that is what I am area. Okay,
Rudy,
your logic is okay. I said it.
Rudy, you have amazing work here, man. This is, I mean, when are you gonna do like a memoir book about your work, man? Are you gonna write your own biography about your work? Because this is amazing stuff, man. It really is. It's a treat to see.
Thank you so much. Yeah, because, that is one thing I am dreaming that I'm going to make
You're not, you're not dreaming. You make people happy. This is amazing stuff, man. This is dynamic. It's great.
well, like I said, when I switch to from brush to pen, I don't have a. It's more it's more satisfying for me because I'm showing a lot of detail that I cannot do it in brush before. I am I'm great in using brass. As a matter of fact, one of the greatest Filipino artists who could hold brass at the time. Yes, I cannot deny that.
And I see you also have some blue pencil work here too.
Yeah.
And your stuff is really, really, really dynamic. So, Rudy, I have a question then. So, if somebody wants to reach you for a commission per se, like, do you have a website?
I don't have.
Man, you gotta put up one. You gotta have one ready. So you know your wife can monitor the website for you. She takes the order. She said, "Oh, somebody wants Spider-Man. They want Batman. Boom, boom, boom." You draw it. Boom, boom, boom. Send it.
When I retired from doing this deadline activities, I said to myself and with the family that I have to hide myself because I don't want to get busy anymore. Wrong. my son who is in the art he one of my son who's the younger one is a storyboard artist in movie